Hey guys, I'm back. Did ya miss me? Did you miss me, chat? Anyways, yeah. Crazy. I was crazy once. They locked me in a room. A rubber room. A rubber room with rats. And the rats, well, let's just say, they made me a little crazy. Crazy. I was crazy once. They locked me in a womb. A water womb. A wobble womb with rats. And the rats made me crazy. Okay, I'll stop. Anyways, let's just commit to watching the full thing. And again, I'm gonna need you guys to, like, I gave the rant before. Everybody who was on there now has the context, now knows, and we can move over this. Here we go.
Hey guys, it's me, Sid from Sid Makes Vids.
Yes, I was just live. I restarted the live as to not have it, like, to have it not be about Amazing Digital Circus anymore. The VOD is up on YouTube. If you guys want to go watch it, feel free. So, yeah.
I'm back! So it's been like...
For context for anybody who's joining out of nowhere, this stream, I'm just going to be yapping about the stuff that I wrote when I was little, so talking about Matterless and maybe even the Percy Jackson fanfiction musical that I wrote once upon a time ago. That would be very silly and funny and cool. But I'm, this right now is talking about Matterless, which is a sci-fi novel that I wrote when, between the age of 11 and 13. Basically kids with superpowers, and you're about to get a full run through about it right now through this video that has since been made private.
2-3 weeks since I've last posted something, and yeah, sure, I was on like vacation or whatever, but I figured it was time that I'd go ahead and post something. So I sat in my chair, Dream's new song Road Trip, which is a bop by the way, blaring in the background, and I thought to myself, what's an easy way that I can make a video that'll keep my channel from dying and shriveling up in a hole of forgotten memories?
What? Guys, this is so 14-year-old 2021 Dream SMP watcher coded. This is so cornball.
I can't make any Minecraft videos until this weekend. I haven't figured out how to record any Switch gameplay.
Head in my
and I
hands.
sure as heck don't feel like making another Dream SMP fangirl video anytime soon. Then I thought about it a little bit, and it hit me. This is a brand new channel, and you guys don't know anything
Can we skip this part?
about me.
Are y'all gonna stone me if I
I'm 14,
skip
unemployed, and I'm a massive Wilbur Soot fan.
Oh my god.
I actually have a
Oh, this is aged like milk in every way. This is aged like milk. 5 years later, this is aged like milk. Guys, this has been over 5 years. Oh my god.
I have this 14 years of life that I've lived so far, and I think I'm a pretty interesting person. So
why did I have Rapunzel hair, by the way? What is going on?
Be better than sitting in front of a camera and just talking about my life. Anything. Literally anything is better.
Literally anything is better. Shut your face.
But I need content.
Oh my god.
So sit back,
this
relax,
is so bad.
And
This
listen
is
to the
so
story
bad.
about that time I wrote a novel.
Yeah, can you guys tell I like slime sickle? The editing was peak. I will say this was the third video. This was the third time I'd ever touched an editing software ever in my entire life. So I gotta say, it was pretty peak. When are you reacting to? I just did in the last stream, so sorry. So glad my mom never let me make videos. I'm glad that I learned how, because I feel like having that 4 years of trial and error before making the new account that is now what y'all are watching on, I feel like that was a really good practice growing up. And it's a time capsule. It's fine.
But before that, please subscribe.
Please subscribe. Okay, we are gonna skip
Really,
this.
just now.
45 subscribers. Oh, this is
so you guys already know a little bit about me, but let me just go ahead and put out the basic details.
This is a different channel
Sydney,
than the channel that I'm
14
not
years
streaming on
old.
currently.
My pronouns are her, she, and
Babe. 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 gonna reach into the screen and hold my younger self's hand when I say this, although my younger self was vividly aware. The closet is so... I'm not even sure about that one, actually. The closet is crazy.
Anyone cares about that? And I love theater,
Bondra, I see
music,
what's happening.
Dream
I see it.
SMP,
It's okay.
and books. But here's the thing. When I say I love something, I really
What's
mean
really funny is I use Dream specifically as the Dream SMP. Like, I like Dream SMP. And... Moon, stop. Stop or I'm gonna ban you, please. Anyways, so... It's really funny because Dream was my least favorite character in the SMP. I literally only watched it for, like, Tommy, Tubbo, Rambo, and Wilbur. Only ones I watched it for.
But here's the thing. When I say I love something...
Vondra, no, I'm not going to, just because I don't want to provide, medical advice on, like, autism. As I'm not qualified to give that advice. I would seek a diagnosis, personally. I would seek a diagnosis, but in the meantime, if you genuinely think you have it, like, you know what, no, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut on this. Sorry, apologies. I just don't want to say anything that'll be incorrect or that'll do something wrong, so I'm just gonna stick to this.
I really mean I'm obsessed with it. Today, we're going to dive into that last obsession I mentioned, books. And yes, I know what the title says, but we'll get to that in a little bit.
The title is That Time I
My
Wrote
parents,
a
they
Novel.
really love having interaction with their kids, which is great, except when I'm literally doing anything. So I used to read like 24/7, all the time, 365 days a year, and my parents
Yes,
loved
I am
that
making the musical.
until it affected the time that I would spend with them. It got to the point where they started treating books like they treat electronics. If I'm not allowed to bring an iPad in the car, I can't bring a book in the car. If my parents want me to take a break from electronics, I can't just go sit in a corner and read. No, I have to go outside. Scary. I know.
Guys, this is so bad. I'm cringing so hard. I say literally still, sometimes.
And there's
Not as
another problem
much.
about this obsession that proved itself to be a tad bit of a problem. Books cost money. And as I mentioned before, I'm 14, unemployed, and unfortunately I don't have enough subscribers yet to get that lovely YouTube monetization. Also, this craze has existed far before I had this YouTube channel, so that wouldn't have helped anyway. So my parents would have to end up digging into their own pockets to get me the
Daisy.
money I need to buy the books I want. But there's another problem. I go through books like that. If I really, really, really like a book, I would finish it anywhere between an hour to a week within.
Why am I spiritually Dude, this is so millennial. Genuinely. 14-year-old me. Crazy.
Getting it. So my parents eventually said, look, if you want books, you're gonna have to buy them yourselves. And
The southern accent.
my parents eventually said, look, if you want books, you're gonna have to buy them yourselves.
Buy them.
And as I stated before, I
Before.
have no money,
As I stated before. Guys.
so I just didn't buy any more books. Instead, I wrote one. It was November of my 6th grade year, and I was spending the night at my grandmother's house with my siblings
George
and my
Jr.,
cousin.
stop.
And I was taking a shower.
Stop.
Now, another obsession that I should probably mention is roleplay. And I think this kind of ties in with the theater and book obsession.
This still rings true. I really like roleplay. I am a big D&D fan now. This still rings true.
Because it all ties into this
14-year-old me knowing that I am studying acting musicianship in the UK to, like, write musicals for a living, I think she would genuinely explode.
worlds that anyone, including me,
Okay, I edited the anyone for so long that sounds like a soundbite whenever I hear
ties
it.
into this one theme.
Because it would just play over and over.
Worlds that anyone, including me, can create where the rules are anyone's game. just something to get lost in. I love it.
How do I play D&D? With some people who go to university with me. We do it in person.
So, I was in the shower, and my grandmother's shower has this, like, soap bar-sized mirror on it.
This
so,
is
like
how
any normal
this
person, I pretended I was on a completely different planet. The shower around me was a diamond box, which was the only thing keeping me from the toxic fumes of the air outside. The mirror in front of me was a camera that I was using to reach back down to Earth.
For 11-year-old me, like, maladaptive daydreaming in the shower.
Guys, I was 11, okay? Going to bed that night, I was thinking about it.
Anyone?
And then I realized, whoa, that could actually be a really good plot for some sort of, like, teenage superhero. So I sat down and I wrote out 40 pages.
No, literally, I was spending the night at my grandparents' house, and I had my school laptop, and I wrote 40 full pages. That is a suggestion, Daisy. That is a suggestion, and we could talk about that later.
40 freaking pages.
Yeah.
The rest of my 6th grade year was fine, I guess. I made a couple friends that I would bring to 7th grade, and I participated in a roleplay game with them that we titled
The Game. Sorry to make you guys lose the game.
Not just a game, the game. The game consisted of different characters that we made ourselves that had superpowers, obviously, and the school that we were in was a prison that we were trying to escape. Which, looking back on intermediate school, wasn't that far off from reality. Why does this matter? We'll get to that. In the rest of my 6th grade year, I also worked more on this book, which at this point had a name. Matterless.
Yeah. Yes! The Matterless art! Yes!
Which at this point had a name. Matterless.
The Matterless art! Drawn on my Samsung! Yes!
At this point, it was about a 13-year-old girl named Maya Lynn.
Yes! Guys, we're pulling out the drawings. We're pulling out the drawings. Oh yeah, guys. Here, let me read this. Starts the book out on cell break. She is the main character for part 1. Her siblings are Michael, see page 3, and Kristen, see page 2. Her dad is Deathsire, see page 5. Her crush is Charles Mason, see page 6. BFF is Claudia, page 4. Her mom is Cheryl, page 10. Her teacher is Miss May, page 7. In part 1, she finds out about her siblings, that there are other kids that have superpowers, that had superpowers. The first part ends with her passing out. In part 2, she shows up midway. She helps Mia and her group with solving the mysteries of the camp, escaping and finding out why they had superpowers. She died after battling Claudia. Spoiler alert. Apologies. Charles Mason? Yeah? Is there an issue with that group? The group? Name? Is there an issue with that name?
To control matter and gravity, which is why she gave herself the name Matterless. Because, like, gravity and matter don't affect her or something? I don't know. I wrote most of part 1 in this book in 6th grade, and it consisted of about 9 chapters, but just for time's sake, I'll mention the main points. Mylin was attending her middle school, but had to hide her powers from everyone in there, except for her best friend, Claudia, who, besides
Claudia! Let's read Claudia's description. If she's Matterless, how does she exist? That's just her superhero name, dog. Don't worry about it. Claudia does not have a description. I think Mylin is the only one with the description. By the way, this book is canon in the novel. This art was unfortunately not drawn in 6th grade. The one that was drawn in 6th grade, I showed earlier, and will come up again probably. I've shown you guys the gotcha characters before, or that might have just been on a Discord call. Who knows?
Only person who knew about her powers. Also,
it's okay. Nice reference. It's blue and gold. It's blue and gold. Blue and gold. Yes, blue and gold. Or blue and white, excuse me. It just has a gold watermelon. Nice reference, though. I understand the reference. Gotcha Kid confirmed, only because I was really bad at drawing, and the drawings that you guys are seeing took, like, really long for me to get as good as that.
So she has no dad. Until one day after school, she gets teleported to this random planet in the universe and meets this guy named Deathsire, who literally leaves her stranded there. Like, no joke, he just goes and leaves a 13-year-old girl stranded on a lethal planet. So to protect herself from the toxic fumes...
You can fuck right off. Genuinely, Buck. If you're gonna be in here and you're gonna judge, we're watching old videos of mine, and we're talking about old things that I used to write. So take with that what you will.
In crushing gravity of the planet, Myelin builds a diamond box around herself.
Blocks.
Sound familiar?
Sound familiar?
But then the diamond cracks, and so she uses her necklace, which is somehow linked to her powers, to teleport herself back home. Somehow. Then Myelin just sort of vibes at school for a couple of weeks, finds out not only is she not an only child, but she isn't even the only person on Earth with superpowers. She has two triplet siblings named Kristen and Michael, who...
Yes, Kristen and Michael! Kristen and Michael! Yeah! Yeah! Kristen and Michael! And Michael spelled completely wrong.
Guys have superpowers. She also finds out her dad isn't dead and is actually Deathsire.
Her dad is Deathsire.
And the entire part 1 ends with Deathsire chasing Myelin down a hallway. Deathsire catches up to her, and everything goes black.
Da-da-da.
It's a pretty good story plot, considering I was 12 when I wrote this. Then 6th grade ended, and it was on to 7th grade.
For timeline-wise, I started writing this November of the year that I was 11, so I was 11 for 1 month while writing this. I stopped writing it a month after I turned 13.
The summer before that, I made a friend, who now is actually my best friend. She didn't want me to share her name in this video, so I'll just call her Charcoal.
Oh my god! Dude, this is insane. Going from not wanting me to share her name in the video to, like, Charlotte. This is the girl who sang Little Miss Heard But Not Seen.
Sleepover in the summer, and I told her about Matterless and the plot of the game, like the roleplay game that I was playing. And she said this to me. Hey, Sydney, why don't you just add the plot of the game into Matterless? And you know those moments where you're like, that's not a bad idea?
For people asking questions about Anomaly auditions, I'm making a Q&A video later this week. If you want to add anything to that Q&A, there is a Google form. The link to it is on a Red website post or on my Discord. Yeah.
Holy crap, that's not a bad idea. So that summer I wrote...
Oh yes, the cool note at the beginning of the book whenever I got this. Okay, here we go. So I got this notebook and I'll read you guys what I wrote at the beginning. Dear Sydney, this is your past self, so hi. At the time I'm writing this, it is... Hold on, I have to ask Alexa the date. Lame, I know. Okay, it's Monday, July 22nd, 2019. Oh my god, this is almost 7 years old. What is going on? I'm currently 12 years old. I'm starting 7th grade in the fall. Whether you found this book in a box at the back of your bookcase or you've been working on it for however long you've had it, let me remind you what this book is about. This book is for you to record the characters in your book / role plays with your friends. That's what it was intended for anyways. You could use it for whatever you choose. It's your book. Should you run out of pages, should you buy another book for this purpose, make sure to write a note at the beginning like this one. While you were writing this, you had to listen to Stella sing at the top of her lungs, Good Girl Winnie Foster. She butchered the high note, poor girl. I didn't hold back at all. So have fun with it and have a great 7th grade year. Try to get that lead role for JTF. I did not. And get into The Lion King. I did. Most importantly, finish Matterless. I also did that. Yours truly, Sydney. Sweet. Anyways.
The plot of the game into Matterless. And by doing so, I added 20 new characters to Matterless and an entire new point of view on Matterless's world. For example, no, there aren't only 3 kids in the world who have superpowers. In fact, about 30% of the kids in the world have superpowers.
30%
so
of
Matterless
the kids in the world
isn't as special as she thought.
Okay, I clocked her. I clocked her. Should you write something like that? Hell yeah. Always. That absolutely clocked her. So Matterless isn't as special as she thought.
It's also in the POV of another 13-year-old girl named Mia. Mia lives in an island in the Pacific called Tuvalu.
Island country in the Pacific. island country in the Pacific. I am going to be very politically incorrect in talking about these things. Apologies. Growing up, I thought cultures were really cool, and I just, like, in the most innocent way possible, just didn't understand a lot of things about how to be politically correct. But I hope nowadays I'm far more politically correct than I was when this was made. Anyways, yeah, no, Island Nation of Tuvalu. Hashtag anybody who read, or shout out more so to anyone who read the Michael Vey book series. Only knew about Tuvalu because of that book series. It was great.
Which actually exists in real life.
Yes, yes, yes.
She wakes up in this school-like prison with almost none of her memories and meets Sidon,
Sidon!
Really
Okay, not based off of The Legend of Zelda. It was based off of Poseidon, like the god. One of my friends. These characters come from a roleplay game, if that wasn't very obvious from what the video said.
14-year-old kid.
One of my other friends made this character.
Sappy, totally realistic, love at first sight moment. And they have this sappy, totally realistic, love at first sight moment.
Guys, there's romance aspects in this book, and there shouldn't be. There really shouldn't be. There were a lot of characters that ended up together that shouldn't have ended up together and should have just been friends.
Sidon spends her first day telling her about the rules of this place.
Hold on.
Moment.
That's really funny, actually. That's really funny. I'm gonna remember that for later.
Sidon spends her first
Can we get
totally realistic, love at first sight moment.
Hold on, can we get a new reaction image? Can we get a new reaction image going? New reaction image just dropped.
Sidon spends her first day telling her about the rules of this place and the color system.
The color system. Here we go, guys. This is what I said in the last stream.
And their powers, which is a totally original idea that I came up with, and it's definitely not from a book series / movie. Color system goes like this. Browns have super smarts, aquamarines...
Which also, in hindsight, that was something else I forgot to mention. This was really, really dumb and stupid. But considering the dumbest mistake that I made, it makes sense why that wouldn't have connected as well. This has now been changed. What did I end up changing it to? Hold on. I ended up changing the black to purple. Which, hold on. Let me find the chapter. Hold on. 212 pages, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. Okay. First color has been changed to green, which is, again, stealing from Darkest Minds, but green is just a color. And then 8th color was purple. It's now been changed to silver, and the 9th color has been changed to purple instead of black. So,
Greens can control water and ice. Whites can do telekinesis stuff. Yellows control electricity. Reds control
Darkest Minds
fire.
mentioned.
Blues control the weather. Pinks have telepathy.
I've changed it.
Purples can control gravity and matter. Blacks have a mixture of the colors, but not all of them. And all elites have all the colors.
So does that make sense? This is now changed for purple. This is now silver, and this is now green. To be more correct, this is green just because different text color. All elites are their own thing. So, how do we read this book? How do we read this book? Let me tell you, Sydney has to find the courage to go through the entire novel and retcon so many politically and culturally incorrect things that she's said. Because she, like, again, in the most innocent way possible, I admired different cultures around the world so much. And there were just so many things that I said and things that I included that were just unneeded, unnecessary, and just not politically correct at all. And there were so many ways that I could have phrased them better. But again, I'm not, like Was it a wrong thing to do? Sure. Was I also 11, 12, and 13? Yes, I was completely unaware of it. It was just, I don't know. A lot of things I need to retcon and change.
To these people called Greys who are actually blacks but are afraid of being
Gray mentioned. Sorry.
black, so they just
Last name mentioned.
hide as other colors, I guess. I don't know. Then she makes 5 more friends that day. Nick, who, hint, looks kind of like her long-lost brother.
Ooh.
Coda, Lonnie, Lucy, and Marco.
Yes.
Then she gets her powers determined, and she's an elite. I mean, she's a main character. Why shouldn't she be the most powerful person in the world?
Okay, that was funny. I mean, she's the main character. Why shouldn't she be the most powerful person in the world?
Then Mia hangs out at the camp, which is what the kids call the prison they're stuck in, for a couple of months. She falls in love with Poseidon, bonds with her friends, meets Myelin and her siblings once their dad throws them into the camp.
Oh yeah, Deathsire throws them into the camp. There was a storyline that was included after this when I went through and re-edited it the first time. That is, Deathsire is the overseer of this massive world organization run by, you know, the same person and also everybody that follows him. And it's a political system that was slowly taking over other countries. And yeah, there are some things about that certain political system that are extremely similar to some issues today, and I'm not going to talk about it any further. It's just slightly concerning that I word for word predicted some things that would happen.
Tries to escape
Timu
the camp,
Darkest
fails
Minds, you're
miserably,
funny.
gets thrown into a room with a bunch of starving children, escapes said room, and then fights Myelin's dad.
Hi, Millie.
And somehow wins. She also watches half of her friends die in front of her, including her brother, Lucy, Coda, and Myelin's sister. She also meets this new kid named Shang Li, who kind of like saved her brother's life before he died, so thanks, Shang Li.
Shout out my boy Shang Li. Shout out my boy Shang Li. Absolute goat.
Aren't dead. Let's just square that away.
Flipped off a prison guard at the ripe age of 10 years old. Absolutely love him.
So then 7th grade started for me. And I don't know what I thought middle school was going to be like, but it was nothing like what I had written in my book. I did band, made friends with a bunch of 8th graders, and had my
Thank
heart
you, Shang
broken 4 times before COVID started. Oh, and I finished the rough draft of Matterless. Part 3, baby, and we're back in Myelin's POV. So Myelin takes everyone who's still alive back to her hometown of Des Plaines, Illinois. Shout out to anyone from Illinois.
Des Plaines.
Then they kind of just vibe there for like a year or so. Nick and Coda aren't dead. Come hang with them.
Have I drawn a picture of Shang Li? I have. Would you guys like to see it? Where is my boy? Where is my boy? Wait! No! Please tell me Shang Li exists! Please tell me Shang Li exists! Please! Please! No! No! Oh, that is so upsetting. Hold on. I can find this. Hold on. Let me go to Google Photos and pull up the gotcha. Gotta pull up the old gotcha screenshots. Hold on. Where's my Google Photo? There we go. Let me see. Oop. Yeah. In the beginning. Let's see. It's rude to gossip when someone is listening to. Shout out COVID for allowing me the time to make these things. Oh my gosh, every single page of Matterless I took a photo of. That's hilarious. Okay. Here, I'll go in order. Give it a good go. So this is biblically, hold on, I'm going to pull this up so y'all can see. Charles Mason. Oh, wrong way. Charles Mason, Mia, Poseidon, Nick, Lucy, hello, Coda, Lucy again, Coda again, Lonnie, Marco, Elle, my Shayla, my favorite character ever, has never done anything wrong in her entire life, Finn, Luna, Nova, Shang Li, this is Shang Li, we love Shang Li, Absolute badass. Coolest guy ever. Lonnie again. Charles Mason again. Mia again. Sidon again. Everyone again. Or I'm just scrolling the wrong way, actually. This is a funny scene, and this kind of sets up the dynamic of the group. If it'll focus. This very much sets up the dynamic. Anyways. Hello. You never see Shangli. It's not the gotcha, yeah. Any reason why you named him Charles Mason? I don't know why. Couldn't tell you, genuinely, where these names came from. I mean, Sidon, Nick, Lonnie, Coda, and Marco, and Darren, who is Marco, but Marco changed his name, yada yada. All came from the roleplay game, and were created by my friends. They were not created by me. So those are the only ones that I didn't create, but the other one, what? Daisy, why? Daisy, how am I gonna keep up with the lore? How am I gonna keep up with the gossip? How do you feel being a Cave Town fan? What, like it's a bad thing? Like it's something I should be conscious of? No, I love Cave Town. Cave Town, my absolute goat. Anyways, back to this. Did you guys... Hold on. Did we just lose? Yes, we did. Hold on. One moment. Hold on. I don't know why things have just changed again. This is stupid. Okay.
And
Now we're good.
Everyone is dating. Bully from the beginning of the book are somehow still alive, and now everyone is dating each other. Also, everyone's memories are coming back, which is traumatic for everyone involved.
Oh yeah, they all had no memory whenever they woke up in the camp. There's more that I can explain than was explained in
Then
this.
Claudia brings up Mylan's missing mom, who everyone had just sort of forgotten.
I only colored one pant leg in this.
Claudia
This is
brings up
hilarious.
Mylan's missing mom, who everyone had just sort of forgotten about for a little bit. She suggests that they go to Deathsire's old hideout in search of her, and they do, and fall right into Deathsire's trap.
Uh-oh.
Turns out Deathsire isn't dead.
Evil music.
Also turns out Claudia's been working with Deathsire since the entire time she's been friends with Maya Lynn. So since they were in kindergarten. She also has
Yikes.
all elite powers.
No!
Also, her name isn't Claudia, but nobody cares about that. Deathsire then orders Claudia to kill Maya Lynn. And so they teleport to the planet that the whole entire story started on, which Claudia had created herself. Like, no joke, she just created an entire planet just to screw with Maya Lynn.
Yeah, pretty much.
Also, Mia went with them for some reason. Claudia tells Maya Lynn, you know, we could have been gods and ruled Earth together.
Gods.
And, you know, typical
It's literally just Luke from Percy Jackson.
villain stuff. And Maya Lynn's like, no, thank you. So they fight. Then Maya Lynn uses her necklace, like she did in the beginning of the book, to kill Claudia. And also herself.
The wording on that is wild, actually.
As she's dying. And also herself.
It's the no cut from me laughing to just me going back to talking.
As she's dying, she gives the necklace to Mia and says, now you're the next Matterless Mia. And then she died.
Now you're the next Matterless Mia.
Then everyone teleported to them, and Michael, seeing his only other sister dead on the ground, kills his dad in a fit of rage. Okay, dude, where were you the first time when Deathsire didn't die? Then they go back to Maya Lynn's house, pack up shop, move to the Galapagos with like
The Galapagos.
50 other kids that somehow aren't dead, and rebuild civilization.
Yay!
Now everyone's married, Mia's the new Matterless.
Everyone's married, which is the most writing a book when you're a kid thing ever.
Everyone lives happily ever after.
The
Then
end.
once I was done with the book, I started the editing process, and legend has it, I still haven't finished.
To this day.
It's not legend, actually. I've just been caught up with things like YouTube and school. Then COVID started, I moved to a secluded town for half of the year, and I
Yep.
edited Matterless some more. I also wrote a musical, but that's a story for another time. So yeah, that's my ongoing story of my novel. And I haven't found anyone who would like to publish it, so if you're watching this and you're a publisher, let me know. Side note, I promise you the story is not as chaotic as it is in this video. I just
As chaotic as it is in this, god,
had
dude.
to somehow fit an entire 400-page novel into an 18-minute video. Anyway, time to get back to the living hell of school. Bye!
It's the Call Me Carson outro music for me. Guys, this was so bad. But it's so funny. It's bad in a cute way. It's bad in a very innocent way. Very, very innocent way. Yeah. Everything, Magic Flame Sword fought the villain and ran away. Real. Peak novel. Yeah. Here, let me, here guys. Would y'all like to see? Can y'all see what is going on? Yes, you guys can see. Here, guys. Here's everything. Here we go. Prologue. So we have the prologue, 9 chapters, 10 chapters. Wait. Yeah, 10 chapters. 5 chapters and in 5 mini chapters, and then 2 epilogues. Ooh. Guys, should we read some of this? Oh, wait. Hold on. Excuse me. Let me. Guys. Oh my god, this is crazy. Oh my god. This is crazy. This is crazy. So it's on Wattpad. I wish I was kidding. This is hilarious, actually. Let me go ahead and get one thing straight. This is not my story. Mia woke up to find herself in a prison with almost none of her memories left. Left with only a few glimpses of the past and her name. She discovers that this prison is made for kids with special abilities, kids with powers, kids like Mia. Let me tell you what happened, and maybe that will make it more believable. For me, and for you, whoever you are. Maya Lynn, aka Matterless, thought that she was the only human with powers on the planet, until the fall of her freshman year when she discovered that millions of kids around the world shared the same abilities that she has. But before she comes to terms with this, she is kidnapped and brought to a prison for kids with special abilities. Sorry. Kids with powers, kids like Maya Lynn. When their stories cross paths, Mia and Maya Lynn join together to find an escape from the camp and face betrayal, death, their past, and the consequences of what being a true hero really means. And now it's my responsibility to tell you the story of what really went down, the story of Matterless. All rights reserved. Oh, we only got to chapter 3? That's crazy. Stranger Things? Maybe. Let me go ahead and get one thing straight. This is not my story. Sure, I may have written it, and yes, I take part in the action, but that doesn't really make this story mine, does it? You may not know what this story is about, and that's okay. You might have read the description and already know a smidgen of what's to come, and that's okay too. You may have already skipped ahead to the ending, and you know where the story leads, and that's fine, I guess, but really, it's the details that count. The details about this world that we live in, a world that's quite like yours. Almost identical, really. In terms of the multiverse, we could be your sister universe, but I digress. This world is not yours. Because in your world, there was no war fought by 9,000 kids who were forced to fight against others their age. In your world, there aren't thousands, no, millions of kids around the world who have superpowers. Kids who had to suppress said powers in order to escape the fate of the brutal prison that entrapped these kids, forcing them to work their fingers to the bone, harnessing their abilities to help a political group with plans to take over the world. I bet that doesn't exist in your world. And I bet your world isn't being puppeteered by an egomaniac that thrives on power, using the political group I mentioned and the kids in the prison to take over the world in countless dimensions like it. But most importantly, your world doesn't have a 15-year-old girl living in Des Plaines, Illinois. The girl who fought for justice and saved thousands of people at the expense of herself. The girl who called herself a superhero. The girl who called herself Matterless. And your world doesn't have me, who is currently compiling the events of our lives 2 years after everything ended. 2 years after everything went to hell. 2 years after we, the ones who survived, moved to this island and started our new life, far away from the dangers of what's left of this world and the people who want us dead. 2 years after we started having the chance to mourn the lives of the thousands of kids and too many of our friends that were lost. Lost because they were special, because they were different, because they had superpowers. And now it's my responsibility to tell you the story of what really went down, starting 4 years prior to today. Everything that changed the course of billions of lives, if not our entire world. A story that started with a 15-year-old girl, an alien-like shapeshifter, and another planet. The story of Matterless. Hey guys, Sid here. I'm super excited to find... When was this? When did I put this out? When was this? Yeah, so this beginning bit was, I think, wrote after the original, like, first draft. Hi. Hi, career lover. Yeah, I think this was posted in 2021. Last update. Are you looking at it right now? Xander? Are you looking at it right now? Interesting. Okay. I'm super excited to finally be putting Matterless out. I'm planning on posting 1 chapter a week. Did not do that. Everything in this Wattpad release is subject to change, and because of that, I'll be looking at comments, notes, and suggestions. Thank you all for the love of this series on Instagram, and I hope you all enjoy the story of Matterless. Oh my god! I forgot that I made cosplay videos of my characters. Zooey mama. Oh, this is gonna be abysmal. Hold on. Let me see if they're still on here. Yes, they very much are. Oh god. Oh god, it's so much worse than I thought it was gonna be. I need to go back on Instagram. Yes, of course I still play my trombone. I played it in my I'm first chair in my school's band currently. I have mine on the floor. Ventures in honor band. Bing bong. Guys, do you know what audio this was to? This was Matterless. This was Matterless, but it was to the, you know, I'm just gonna look away. Guys. It was so bad. It was so bad. I'm so glad I didn't go, like, get famous making these videos. Oh my god, it would have been so bad. So bad. Oh, this is when I dressed up as Kristen. Cool scar. Anyways, that's it. Let's see. Did I post all of them on here? I don't think that I did, which is unfortunate. Or maybe not really, because then y'all don't have to watch it. So let me do... Will you allow me to actually just look at... Okay, cool. Can you give me a sec? Alan, we are so fucked. Okay, search. Hey guys. Oh, here's all the Matterless stuff. It must be sealed away. We hear you, not the videos. Uh-oh. Did it do the thing again? Yes, it did the thing again. God dang it, guys. Hold on. This is unfortunate. This is extremely unfortunate. Let me see. Can you guys hear this? If I do this.
Outside.
Okay, yeah, you guys can hear. Let's see. Fan art. I want to see the country. The one that I showed you. It was the, Wilbur, you forget yourself. Quackity, you forget where you stand next to me. You are my shadow. Act like it. That one. It was so bad. Come see Pippin on the Bluff. Oh, God. Oh, God. The saxophones are getting louder. The saxophones are getting louder as I scroll down. The saxophones are getting so much louder as I scroll down. Oh, I forgot about this. To Andrea. Oh, that was actually so peak. Yeah. 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 To Andrea was actually so peak. Not gonna lie. Let's see. Love all the Sid lore we're getting. Yeah, it's so great, and I'm having such a fun time, guys. Oh, I took it down. Oh, I just simply took it down. Is it still in my Google Photos? Hold on. Let me go Google Photos. Google Photos. Google Photos. Okay, let's see. Was it the best you ever? How was it the worst you never know? Gonna tell you what you think and play it off like it's a joke. Excuse me. Still as sick as I was when I started the stream. This is it. I will cry starting now. I will try to pay back all the karma I owe. Suddenly very gay. I know you guys can't see what I'm scrolling through. That is the intended purpose, I fear. Where is it? Where are you? I'm trying to find the video because apparently it's just not on my page anymore, which is a good thing, an incredible thing even. Oh, here it is. Found it. Does it have audio though? Okay. It doesn't have audio. It was 2 birds on a wire. This was actually so peak. What was I on? This was so peak. Hold on. The episode was really, really, really good. Favorite episode so far, genuinely. I say no. Okay, well, yeah, it's just gone. And that's really unfortunate. This one was really good. I was really proud of this one, and I was upset it never took off. Aw. It was like the Spider-Man thing. Also, Babyface was crazy. Let's see. Ew! Sorry. X mentioned. Okay, yeah, it's just not on here, which is really upsetting and sad and depressing. Let's do the I Say No one. I Say No is peak. My ears. Goodness gracious. Am I gonna be able to... Okay, let's try that and see how that goes. This is so... Guys, this is exposure therapy. In the this is exposure therapy. It's awful. It's so bad.
Blame your childhood, blame your dad, blame the life you never had. But hurting people, that's your choice, my friend. 'Cause I believe that love will win, and hate will earn you nothing in the end. This is the end.
But I love you!
Dude. This is it. I won't cry starting now. I will try to pay back all the karma. Start again somewhere new for from cool guys like you. So goodbye, 'cause I say no.
You know what? No, that was peak. That was peak. You know what? That was peak. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie. That was peak. That was so peak. Oh, guys. Oh. My heart. My heart, dude. Where is, I did one to a song by Derivacat. Let me find it. It's the What Am I Fighting For? I say no. You know what? Let me just go to the Matterless highlight. Me, you forget yourself. Cosplay. Oh, cosplay. Yeah! Yeah! Oh, the makeup was peak. Something about Matterless. Ask me about a Matterless character. Lonnie! Oh, this was cool. Some of this has changed. Cosplay. That is looking my favorite Heather song. Make it go viral on Instagram. Yeah. My Shayla, the closet was glass. My Shayla.
My hair, it's just how I do my cosplays.
Look.
Before anyone asks, no, I did not cut my hair. It's just how I do my cosplays for boys because, yeah. Oh, that's kind of freaky. Ooh.
Oh, my Shayla. My Shayla. The lesbians. Anyways, guys. Anyways. Youch. Was that when the audio was really loud? Apologies. Yeah. Man. Right in the kicker, man. There's gonna be some, I fear, that are completely privated. And I'm gonna see if I can get to them real quick. Let's see. Created an error G that I haven't seen anyone solve yet. Oh? You did, or I have? Let's see. Archive. Post archive. How many of these have been archived? Oh my god. So many have been archived. Found them all. They're still up. Ooh. Let me see if I can download this one. Please. Two birds on a rock. Oh, whoops. Yay, it has the song. Yay. Let me download these. Oh! Miracle Musical. Ooh. Nice. I was working on a Jukebox Musical of Hawaii Part 2. Oh no. Okay, let me get this back. Da 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 da. No! When did I post this? March 28th. Let me get a March 28th. March 28th, anyone? March 28th, 2022. Make you live through the pressure. Make you live through the pain. Sacrifice you for nothing. We're still dying in vain. Oof. Oof. Here it is. Found it. Found it. Coda. Michael. Kristen. Sidon. Oh no, Mia, I think. That's Sidon. Nick. Marco. Myelin! Let's see. That was Luna. No, Lucy. Nova. Claudia. Charles Mason. Where's Finn? Oh no, that's Finn. Okay, yeah. We're still dying in vain. That, dude, this shot is like absolute Matterless. Absolute Matterless. Is there supposed to be audio? Is there not? Guys, this is so freaking frustrating. Why does it keep Hello? Why does it keep changing what the input is? This is so frustrating. Genuinely. Apologies that the audio keeps not existing.
What am I fighting for? What have I done? What am I dying for? What have we all become? Make you live through the pressure. Make you live through the pain. Sacrifice you for nothing. We're still dying in vain.
These exist. These are things that exist. This is good exposure therapy, I fear. Oh, look. It's all the clips that I got for these silly little gals. Here's everyone who ever existed ever. Okay, yeah. Scroll off of that. Peak cinema. I know. Absolute peak. Or what was the one before it as well? Let me see. Make you live through the pain. Sacrifice you for nothing. We're still dying in vain. Yeah, audio jumps here. Yeah, it was really loud. Oh, here we go. Use this to kill her mother. This is the two birds on a wire. It's somewhere. Oh, it's somewhere. Why is this just a photo of my face? Where is the video then? These cosplays are crazy, by the way. Two birds on a wire. Please exist in my camera roll. I beg you. Please. Crazy. Let's see. A lot of jump scare of my ex. Where is it? Where is it? This is still March. Absolute March. Oh, here's this. I'm sorry, Lynn. No! Makeup was peak, though. Let's see. Take off my acting makeup with me. Slay. Slay. I thought it was so cool. I thought it was the coolest ever. Ugh. Goodness gracious. Goodness gravy. Where was the two birds on a wire? And the answer is it better be in my camera roll. It better exist somewhere. Yep, it exists. There's no audio though, which is really unfortunate. Why don't I make Switch gameplay? Oh, everything is... Yes, I did watch the 8th episode earlier tonight, and it was so good. Absolute peak. So, imagine if this was the two birds on a wire audio. Actually, no, don't imagine. I'm just gonna airdrop it to my computer, because I have it, and I can do that. TV back all the time start again, somewhere new, far from cool guys like you. So goodbye, 'cause now I say no. Whoa. Sorry. Loki had to... Oh, interesting. This was the last Matterless cosplay I did ever. My Shayla. The audio is unavailable. This is so sad. We're holding a Kane funeral? Oh. Goodness gravy. Let me airdrop these to my computer. To my MacBook. Yay. To my MacBook. Let's see. What have we all become? Whoa. I love how I've become infinitely cooler and swagger. Right, guys? Right. I've just become infinitely... Uh-oh. Not what I wanted. This is not what I want. But for why? For why is there no audio? Hold on. Let me just... Just not. Which is really unfortunate. Hold on. Let me see if it's... I can hear it. I just can't for some reason. What's going on? What's going on? Please. I would appreciate being able to listen to audio. It would be really nice. Maybe. There is audio. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm discovering this, and I'm also discovering I cannot hear. Sound output. There we go. Means. Okay, right. Let me put this here then. So, together, including me. You can hear it. Yeah, yes. This is not a website.com. I do not remember that. Okay, here we go.
On a wire,
tries to fly away, and the other.
Thud. Thud. Is that peak? Is that peak? Is that peak, guys? Is that so peak? Help. What was this? What is this? I don't think... Let me see. Let me see if I can find this organically. Make you live through the pressure. Make you live through the pain. Sacrifice you for nothing. We're still dying in vain. Sometimes I wish my hair was this short. Absolute canon event. Let me see. Oh, the lesbians. It's time for the lesbians. Everybody, it's time for the lesbians. Let me see if this will work. Because if it doesn't, I'm gonna cry. If she had a choice. Oh, it does work. Here. I'll just put that here.
If she had a choice, I bet she'd use her voice to say the things that we must keep inside. Or is that all in my head? I put it out of my head. No, she doesn't know. She doesn't know. I wish I could tell her. La 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 the things. Bop, she bops. I want bop, she bop. Tell bop, she bop. Like when she's around, it feels like sha la la. My brain says na na na, but my heart says ra ra ra. Hey, bop she bop becomes how I express the notions I suppress, emotions I should not say. I guess I could right now, but I would not know how to begin to tell.
I'll ignore the nagging sting and pretend it's not a thing. I'll be quiet when I wanna yell. It broke. No. Yeah. Thud. Organically. Pretty much. Let's see. What else can I find? There's another one, and I know there's another one, and I know it exists. Feeling very circusy, I said. Ooh. Can I find the one that... Ha! One! What was it? No! Don't do that to me. Stop being rude. Let me go back to my archive of my posts. Please. I'm gonna wrap up stream soon, so you guys will only have to deal with this for so much longer. Let's see. This was... When was this? April 14th. That's the 22nd. 14th. Here we go. Huh. Right. I cannot find it. And I think I'm gonna give up on finding that video. That has the audio. There is one that has a really, really funny cosplay. And when I say funny, I mean it's like the most gendered cosplay I've ever done ever. I like this stream. Thank you. Thank you. Very kind. Let's see. Let's see. Where the freak is it? Here it is. Found it. Maybe I didn't find it? Whoops. Yes, I did find it. Okay, cool. Anyways, here we go.
Steven, do you remember anything bad in your childhood that particularly stuck with you?
Can I just say, this cosplay... Anyways.
I guess I kind of freaked out when they canceled my favorite ice cream. And then I got attacked by a giant bug monster. And I got trapped in a bubble and almost drowned. I lost control of my body and turned into a blob of cats. I almost turned so old I died. Amethyst almost died. Pearl did die. Garnet got destabilized right in front of me. I woke up with a black eye imprisoned on a spaceship.
Steven, this is serious.
But that was just the early stuff.
I think all these experiences have been subjecting your body to a harmful amount of stress, and that's affecting your ability to respond to new forms of stress in a healthy way. You've been dealing with genuine threats from such a young age. Your body is now responding to minor threats as if your life were in danger.
But why am I only swelling up now?
Stress is less harmful when we have people we trust to help us through it.
Aww.
Steven, do you remember anything?
Gut punch, bro. Just ugh. Crazy. This cosplay is the best cosplay I've ever done in my entire life of anyone ever. With that, I think I'm going to end stream here. Because this has been an amazing stream. I know we got up to like, what was it, like 3,000 viewers on TikTok, and I didn't want to say anything because as soon as I acknowledge it, you guys all go away. But I got 3,000 viewers on TikTok, which was insane. So thank you guys so much for the, like, watching the episode with me earlier today. It was such a good episode. But, yeah, anyways, go fill out the Q&A form. It's on YouTube and on my Discord. And, this has been fun. And now that I know that I can do this and I can stream to you guys, I might do this more often. Who knows? But anyways, as always, love you guys so much. Drink water, eat something, be safe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.